So guys, we are at the day 2 of the IMC 2023, the Indian Mobile Congress 2023. The environment is absolutely electric. There are hundreds of companies who are showcasing their products. There are multitudes of people roaming around and asking about what are the products of the various companies. In fact, the whole environment is even more energetic than what I experienced at the Mobile World Congress recently in 2023, which is held every year at Barcelona. So what I decided is to walk you through the booths of the three biggest operators of India. One is Airtel, second is Jio, and the third is Vodafone India. Let's begin with the Airtel's booth. That's how the big logo of Airtel looks like outside the booth. People are clicking the photographs over here and it looks fabulous. And then right at the entrance of the Airtel booth, there's a huge arena out here which is full of screens. All the pillars are screens. The upper circumference is actually a circular screen. And there's a huge cylinder in the middle of Airtel's booth. And this itself acts like a huge screen. Just have a quick look at it. It looks absolutely fabulous. People are really enjoying clicking their photographs out here. There's a huge cylindrical screen. I've never seen a screen which is so big in the form of a cylinder. And on top, as I said, there's a circumference, and the entire circumference itself acts like a screen, which flashes things like Digital India and igniting innovations, and so on. So Airtel also has this concept of reimagination. So they have several booths displaying several concepts which start with the word reimagining. So for example, this one is reimagining network experience. Then later on we have reimagining satellite communication, and I think that is very significant because Sunil Bharti Mittal, the head of Airtel, mentioned yesterday in his inaugural speech that satellite communication is something what Airtel will be focusing on. So that's something the country can look forward to. Then we have, reimagining data centers out here. So it looks like Airtel is also into the data center business. That's exciting. They have this model of the data center out here. Then they have reimagining IoT, which looks fabulous as well. Let's keep walking through. What other reimagination Airtel is igniting? There's a huge booth out here. Actually, as one can imagine, they would have a huge booth. Airtel is one of the biggest operators of the country. So they have reimagining agriculture, reimagining home internet, reimagining connectivity, reimagining critical communications, reimagining cyber security. And this whole booth looks fabulous. So that was the fabulous Airtel booth. Very impressed with that. A lot of people visiting out here and a lot of buzz. And now we are entering Jio's booth. Jio, as was reported yesterday, has 85% of the country's capacity for 5G. It's the biggest operator in India and possibly in the world as well. Let's enter this fabulous booth, which is lit up with different colors, LEDs, and a lot of people visiting this booth. So it's actually difficult to put a footfall out here. And let me see if I can walk very carefully in this booth and not bump into anyone. Look at this Jio Space Fiber, India's first gigabit satellite connectivity. And there's some dishes which are rotating over here. They look absolutely fabulous. Let's carry on. Lots of people out here. There's a Jio Bharat. There's agriculture. There is something called Jio Glass. There are immersive experiences with virtual reality. There is smart home. I never knew Jio was in smart home as well. There are Jio games. Lots of people interested in Jio games as well. And there is something called connected intelligence. And in the corner, I actually see something called the Jio App Suite as well. Apparently something related to a connected car. And people are demonstrating what are the capabilities of this connected car. Then there are digital twins, which are your social media avatars. And then there are AI-powered skill development. Of course, here is a major telco, but they also have private 5G solutions, private 5G in a box. And there are performance insights in the private 5G. Overall, the booth looks fabulous. It has lots of lights which change colors. Very impressive booth. So there we are at the Jio booth. Fabulous experience just roaming around. And again, they have this huge cylindrical screen which keeps on showing graphics out here. Jio True 5G. Looks very impressive. And finally, we are at the VI booth. VI was created with the merger of Vodafone and ITEA, and they call it Vodafone Innovations, VI. And so again, a fabulous booth. So this is in series with India's three biggest operators, Jio, Airtel, and finally VI. Looks again a fabulous booth. A lot of people out here. We are into co-location and cloud. We are into the platform as a service. Again, a central screen out here, not a cylindrical but a square one, which is displaying what VI is doing. They're displaying their private networking abilities, their hybrid SD-WAN solutions. They're into edutech as well, apparently. And then they have the VI Games Cloud Play, which a lot of people are interested in and are watching. And they have the VI Air Fiber as well. Looks fabulous. Let's keep going into the other areas of the booth. They're displaying their capabilities for connectivity for the VR games. They're into smart agriculture apparently. And I don't know what is Gurushala and Jadu Ginnika. Must be something to do with 5G, I suppose. So that's the VI booth for you. Again, impressive. Hope you liked it. And finally, we are at the home base, the Truminds booth. Truminds is the company which I've worked for. The URL is truminds.com. Go and visit it. A lot of people are visiting Truminds booth as well. Here's the CEO hobnobbing with everybody else. Truminds is displaying its capabilities in IoT and cloud. It's into 5G core network and RAM, AIML and AR. It's a nice little cute booth, not as big as Jio and so on, but in its own right, it's bringing in the value. Here we are displaying the Truminds capabilities in digital and mobility. And this is a summary of all the capabilities of Truminds, which is transforming the digital future. Nice to be at home base again. Here is a nice little look from the other side of the Truminds booth. Wonderful experience with Truminds at the IMC, the India Mobile Congress 2023.